Hello, good morning, and welcome to Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio station, powered by the Diocese of Lagos Anglican Communion. Ah, we are back again. You're welcome to the show, and this is the newspaper review here on Lagoon Radio. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook at Lagoon Radio Nigeria, on Instagram and Twitter is at Lagoonradio.Ng, and we want to congratulate all our Muslim brothers and sisters. Happy Eid Mubarak, Happy Salah, Happy Ileya, uh,
Barika de Salah.
Barika de
Everything
Salah.
is Barika and happy and aid,
Yeah, we
etc.
congratulate you all, and we pray that you celebrate many more of these by God's grace. Good morning once again.
Yeah, as you said, we pray that you celebrate many more of it by God's grace. Made me remember a post on as regards the Salah, and someone commented that happy Salah in Jesus' name. Like happy Salah in Jesus'
People will
name.
never cease to amaze one.
It practically cracked me up.
They catch cruise every now and then.
Yeah.
My name is Taiwo Adeola Shabilege, and with me in the studio is...
I'm no other person than Olabisi Simidele or Care. Good morning once again.
We'll be doing the review together. We've got quite a number of them here, but I'll be starting with the Nigerian Tribune. At the very top, I'm eager to go, Buhari tells Nigerians before. At the right to that says, begs university lecturers, says enough is enough. You have to attend to these people. It is not by word of mouth alone. That story is on page 2. Tinubu / Shetima, Clark, Keigama, Buni, Gbajabiamila, Abo, and others differ over Muslim tickets. And the writer to that says, the EPC governors visit president, OK Tinubu and Shetima ticket. That's on page 2. But the first one I read is on page 22 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Well, according to my own knowledge and, my own opinion, he has thought what he would do. It is now left for every one of us to decide on which path we would fall on. Because it's going to be unwise of us to choose wrong. I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's going to be unwise of us to choose wrong. I mean, you can't keep having it over and over again. People have wisened up. People, their eyes are opened. They have seen all your game cards. They've seen it. They've known how you play your cards and all of that.
And that actually reminds me, I was in a conversation with some people yesterday, and someone asked a question. I was like, what's the way forward? Like, what's the way forward? Like, what's the way out of all these things? And I told them, I said, the way forward is in our hands. We will determine the way forward. Like, we will determine the way forward in 2023. If we still want to continue this way, fine. If we want it to change, fine. And the confusion is that we don't even know who is you right now. And basically, as it is now, I think people's eyes are now opened to the real politics, in the sense that people no longer do a party thing, and they now do individual, like personality thing. So even if you're in a party that is not as popular as APC or PDP, or as far as your personality is popular, and as far as your personality can speak for you, then you're good to go. I think we've actually got into that stage right now that we no longer regard parties. We want personalities, like who that person is, the person's achievement so far, and all that. And I think that was why that was what actually made Tinubu pick Shetima as his running mate, because according to they said the things he did while he was governor of Borno State and all that. So that was one of the reasons they said, because I really follow up on the story after.
But there are actually protocols to doing these things. You can't have Muslim. We have been on this issue since when? They've been on it since when? Muslim Christian Muslim ticket. It has to be. See, if we continue like this, then the next election, I tell you, we might want to do west.
Yeah. And
That's
I
why,
think
why do you think they do it into geopolitical zones?
I
It's
think
just to
this
balance the whole thing up.
this Muslim tickets thing, it's actually making APC lose some members. Like this
They have,
morning,
yes,
yeah,
they have.
this morning, this man, the Nollywood actor Kenneth Okonkwo, he has actually he announced on his IG and all that he has left APC, stating the
It's really a
reason
turn.
to be
It's really a turn
this
off for some
particular
people. It's
thing.
a turn off for
Exactly,
some people. So
exactly.
I read yesterday to some people. In fact, they've deviated because this thing alone it drops the energy of the people that wants to even vote for you.
Exactly.
Well, I
Exactly.
think this. Well, they say when you shoot yourself in the leg, this is what you get. I mean, if God wants to catch you, well, that's a thing. I hope you understand. Moving on, still on the Nigerian Tribune. Nigeria lost 4.2 trillion naira crude oil revenue in 6 months. Our investigation, and the writer says, fails to meet OPEC quota consecutively for 6 months. Federal government blames oil theft and vandalism. That's on page 5. I'm going to take a few more here. Oshimbajo Tinubu governors in Osun State for APC Grand Rally today. Atiku and other PDP leaders in Osogbo for Adeleke on Thursday. That's on page 23. Another one, we used US jets, British intelligence to eliminate ISWAP leader, says presidency, and the rider is 11 killed as bandits invade farms in the Zamfara community. That's on page 25. Kuja jailbreak, NDLE arrests wanted terror suspect with drug in Abuja. I saw this yesterday. Please recapture another in Niger. That's on page 26. That thing still baffles me. Whatever it is, the Kuje prison break and all of that is it's kind of funny, but it's a serious matter.
And then the same day, I think the prison there was the prison break occurred last week or late last week, and
Yes.
the following morning I saw a particular news on Punch IG page talking about Abakiari's whereabouts.
Of course, yes.
So
So
now
basically, I
it's
think
questionable. It's questionable, and to
it's
me,
nowhere to be found.
it's nowhere to be found.
That's
and
the word.
exactly, and practically, I'm like, it's now actually obviously it looks like a
It's
staged
looking like it,
stuff,
yes.
because how can gunmen go to a prison to break that prison? They operated for almost 3 hours, if not more, and nothing happened.
Of course, they had the whole thing planned. They had their motive behind it. And after this whole thing happened, this person went missing. His whereabouts is unknown.
And
Of
even
course,
even
can tell already.
other inmates that were linked to Boko Haram, they also escaped.
So for you to know, they came here for this particular person and a few other members and a few other inmates, and that prison is like it's for it's a high profile prison. Yeah, that's the word. It's a high profile prison, but well, I hope we get to or they get to the root of it and he is found again. Lastly, I'm going to be taking the last one here because I can't take all the whole stories on the front page. Lagos government others probe into boat mishap. That's on page 25 of the Nigerian Tribune, and so many other stories on the front page. You can continue reading when you grab a copy of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper.
Okay, I'll be moving on to the Daily Trust papers, and I have here with me ASU. Buhari gives condition as Nupeng threatens to join strike. If Nupeng now joins strike, where are we going to be? Hey, everybody's joining the strike, up and down. Please then pack justice with mercy. How would I put it? Okay. The main headline says experts worry as Nigeria becomes sixth most populous country. Population now 260 million to hit 375 million by 2050, UN report. As experts warn of their consequences for country, advocate family planning. I think personally too, I'm going to advocate that as well. Family planning, like don't just be laying children. I'm not saying giving birth to children because there are people that practically they lay children. And instead of you to plan and control it, you will now say it is God that did it. Because I don't understand someone having up to 4 children, you don't have a job, your husband doesn't have a job, you're living from hand to mouth, and you still do the fifth one, even the sixth one, and you're even saying that, I'm actually talking from experience, and you're even saying that, after all, it's God that bless you with the children.
Even
And
those that are well to do, they don't want to have more than 2 kids.
They are not burning children up and down.
Some, if they can have their way, they want to have just 1 kid, so that they can pay so much attention on this person.
To them, exactly.
Our people, because everybody's my people, whether the rich or the poor. The less privileged, the not so rich people, I don't know, they tend to tell you they like kids.
They love children.
They love children.
And there are even some that will go as far as saying that, my parents gave birth to 5, so I'm going to do 6 or 7. I want to do more than them. Funny enough, you don't even know why your parents even gave birth to. And I remember back then, our fathers and our mothers, they used those children for farming and all that, to make like division of labor, to make work easier and all that. So I don't understand.
Do you have the farm? Because like you said, they use them for farming, and of course, when you farm, you can never lack something to eat. You can never lack anything to eat.
Exactly.
Last you go, they chop rice every day. Last you go, they chop beans every day.
And back then, education was cheaper.
Yes, but of course, food is actually it's a need, and once you have a farm, you're rich, so you can have as many children as you want, so as to help you on the farm and to help you cultivate your, harvest and all of that. There's enough food to eat, but now where's the farm? There's no even space in Lagos for you to farm. Unless you want to have them in your village and you have enough farmlands where you can have as many wives as possible. I think it's better for us to just cut our quota according to our sizes. Exactly. Nigeria is not smiling. Nigeria is happening to everyone. Nobody wants to help anybody again. Nobody wants to help anybody again. Times are really hard.
Exactly. So, and economists have come out to say that economy is unsupportive of implosion, as Nigeria is projected to become the 4th most populous, with 375 million population by 2050. And the populous is talking about population, not popularity. So going on, Buhari says it's been tough. I'm eager to go. That's on page 4. I should check page 4 of the Trust papers.
So many people will be so happy.
Of the Trust papers. It's not good the way he said it by himself, because he was actually eager to come in, but now he's eager to go. So basically, Nigeria is not for the soft-hearted.
So the saying is true. When you rush in,
you rush out. Yeah, that's it. Okay, moving on. This is on CAF. Again, Nigeria missing as CAF releases final shortlist for men's 2022 awards. We read that in the news this morning. And CBN moves to strengthen digital financial services. And lastly, on Daily Trust papers on page 21, Macron reappoints BUA founder as France-Nigeria Business Council chair. That'll be all for the Daily Trust papers.
Alright, a few words on the Guardian newspaper. Shettima gets non-APC governors support amid criticism of Muslim ticket. Of course, you still have your own people. What do you expect? That's on page 8. Osun LP candidates Yusuf narrates threat to life as gunmen attack residents. That's on page 5. And the major story there says stakeholders loud discuss takeover, knock regulators for sectors woes. The writer says the power supply won't progress without takeover of discuss poor gencos. Servers blame government for power sector woes. The story is there on the front page. You can continue reading on the inside of page 6. Resign if you're too weak to protect citizens. Christ tells Buhari as Matawali indicts federal government on insecurity. That's on page 3. Federal High Court issues new practice direction on pre-election matters. That's also on page 3. 4 more Rivers APC chiefs don't party. Vandals eat second well head at OML 18 worsen oil spill. That's on the inside of the Guardian newspaper. And of course, you can see a picture on the front page. Let me just take one of the literature A black market operator helped a customer to fill his tank in Lekki, Lagos yesterday. Are you not going to get paid for selling the fuel? I mean, if I go to the police station to fill my car, you should be able to.
I can't is it giving it for free?
Well, the person can as well do that himself. The fact that he offered to help. But that my point here is, I thought they said they were going to start arresting these people. Even the station was selling this black market for these people. Because they are the ones causing a lot of queues. And then you see them, these filling stations, they keep their gates locked. And then when you look inside, you don't see so many cars, maybe 1 or 2 cars. And then you see a lot of
cars outside and black marketers outside. And you wonder how they got inside.
It's just funny. These people are going to work, these people are going somewhere, and then you won't even sell to them. Now will be our problem for this country. Believe me not. Now will be probably our problem for this country.
Yeah, right.
Alright, of course we can see a long queue at the filling station in Abulegba, Simiwood. I mean, your tank is filled, I guess.
Yes,
that's why she's not saying anything this morning. I think that's all the guy on the paper.
Have you decided to cast me this morning?
No.
Okay, I'll be taking the blueprint papers. This is actually kind of good news. As NACON said, intending pilgrims who missed 2022 Hajj to get their fares back. That's on page 9. So even if they don't travel, you get their money back. But I think the money is more important. To me, anyway. Okay, and moving on to page 25. Naira records second worst quarter depreciation at 615 Naira per dollar. That's in the black market, of course. And moving on page 6, that's the main headline on the blueprint papers. Mixed reactions trail Tinubu Shettima presidential ticket as Lawan Modu Sharif, APC Northeast Caucus, others hail choice. We won't work for Muslim tickets. Anglican Bishop. As Senator Abo Kicks resigns from Tinubu's support group. You can get all of that on page 5 of the blueprint papers. And moving on, cost of fuel subsidy increases by 890% over a 5-year period as economic downturn reduces FAC allocation to 2.18 trillion naira in the first quarter of 2022. Malagi governorship movement came as support from co-aspirants and others. That's on page 15 of the blueprint papers. That will be all for the blueprint papers.
Moving on to this day, decade of gas, federal government to spend $2 billion investment yearly on infrastructure development, says LNG. And the rider company to prioritize carbon footprint reduction in train aid. NNPC intensifies efforts to block $1.283 billion separate mobile deal gas code injection. Indigenous energy firm insists agreement still valid. All of these you can continue reading on page 10. Boris Johnson's replacement to be announced September 5. That's on page 5. UN report over 13 million Nigerians hold cryptocurrencies. That's on page 8. Simi, are you one of those?
You sure?
Are you one of those Nigerians that hold cryptocurrency?
No.
What are you waiting for?
As you said, what are you waiting for? Don't let me just talk.
You're not asking me the question because I'm not. Okay, in search for jailbreakers, soldiers take over Abuja, mount strategic roadblocks. FCT UBEP chairman recounts audio in hands of trained attackers. And the LEA police arrest 2 escapees from Kuje prison. You can also continue reading on page 10. And the major story there says, Sanwo-Olu to Yoruba people. Consider Tinubu's aspiration your priority. Why? Okay, Simi is Yoruba.
Yeah, you can get the why on the inside of these papers.
As Buhari explains why APC candidates announced partner in Daura, Lawan, Gbajabiamila, Northeast Caucus, back Shettima speak, linking ex-Borno governor to Boko Haram. Boko Haram mischievous, says Sani. Northern Khan says it won't lose sleep over party's choice. Yeah. So there's a lot to read on page 10. You can continue reading as well. And you can see the picture. Olu Jacobs had his 80th birthday a few days ago. And of course, you can see on the front page, former Ogun State Governor Chief Olusegun Oshoba, his wife, Demisola, the celebrants, Mr. Olu Jacob and his wife, Joke Silva, Ekiti State First Ladies and Mrs. Fayemi, former Lagos State Deputy Governor, Adejoke, Chairman Subeb, Honorable Wahab Alawi, King at the 80th celebration of Olu Jacobs held in Lagos recently.
Yeah, 80 years no be beans.
It looks it.
80 years no be beans and 80 years no be walnuts. Okay, I'll be taking a few from the leadership papers, and I will still say this again. It's from PMB, the President Muhammadu Buhari. It's been very tough for me as president, and basically it's been tough for everybody as well as citizens. So it's been tough as president, it's also been tough as citizens. Okay, and Falaye says on page 6 of the leadership papers that terrorists may not allow 2023 elections to hold. And bandits demand 100 million naira from Niger communities for ceasefire. And you can get that on page 10 of the leadership papers. And this is on Salah, apprehension as hoodlums lay siege to Ilorin. Same on page 10. And this is lastly on the leadership papers. APC defends choice of Shetima as Tinubu's running mate. And when I read through the riders, I was laughing practically. And the rider says it has thrown PDP off balance. This is coming from APC, as APC sympathizes with opposition over political agony. In quote, progressive governors accept Asiwaju speak, Lawan, Buni, Omo Agege, and others pledge support. And Bishop Kuka says what Tinubu has done is team selection. You can get the full details on page 4 of the leadership papers. That'll be all for the leadership papers.
Alright, so let's see something different on the New Telegraph. Twitter shares saying after Musk terminates $44 billion deal. You're going to find out on page 25 of the paper. At the very top, first quarter, Nigeria's global trade surplus up to 0.30% to 1.2 trillion naira. Entire value is $7.7 trillion. You can continue reading on page 3. Another one, insecurity in Nigeria unprecedented under Buhari. ACF cries out. Says it's time to tell President what he needs to hear. Warns Nigerians' patience not limitless. Expected reshuffle, resignations, prosecution over Kuje attack. Nigeria almost on its knees. We are on our knees already, according to me, my opinion.
Practically, we are on our knees, not almost. We're on our knees.
All of these you can read on page 3 of the New Telegraph. I think Simi has talked about the ASU, but let me take it. President frets over ASU's prolonged strike.
And I think when the strike started, he said he never knew there was a strike. So
after so many weeks, months. So he asked lecturers to resume duty, continue negotiations, which rates he will retire to Dora in 2023. I mean, this is what? Oshun Guba, Atiku short European trip to lead PDP's grand rally. Oshinbaju, Tinubu governors storm state for APC's own. That on pages 4 and pages 8 of the New Telegraph newspaper. At the very bottom, study had revealed that X chromosomes linked to male infertility.
Yeah.
Study identifies X chromosomes linked to male fertility. You want to find out more on page 6 of the New Telegraph.
And this is basically for the men that keeps complaining that their wives are not giving them male children, or they want female children, their wives are not giving them. So it's the men that actually determine that, not the women. So I think it's high time we actually get
it's
that.
what to produce that will,
that the woman will bring out now, and the poor woman will now be going up and down.
I mean, it's
running up and down.
it's just unfair on the side of the women, especially some tribes that are so particular about, and then they so much blame the women for all of it.
Exactly.
For infertility, you blame the woman. You don't know whether it's the man that is having issues.
So the earlier we get updated, the better it is for the community. Thank you.
All right. I think we're going to draw the curtains here today. Tomorrow is going to be another edition of the newspaper review. Join us from 9:30 to 10 a.m. here on Lagoon Radio. Like on Facebook at Lagoon Radio Nigeria, on Instagram and Twitter is at Lagoonradio.Ng. My name is Taiwo Adeola Shabiolege and
Olabisi Simidili, okay. Have a nice day.
Bye.
This is Lagoon Radio.